learn about new topic, biomolecules. First of all, introduction to biomolecules. So first of all, what is the meaning of biomolecules? What is the meaning of biomolecules? So biomolecules means these are the living molecules. So all are not living molecules. All biomolecules are not living molecules. Most probably biomolecules are living organisms. And a few examples are also included, non-living organisms. Okay, so especially most probably biotic components are belongs to biomolecules. So few abiotic components are including in biomolecules. Okay, so some of the examples of biomolecules. So first one. So first, biomolecules are available in nature. So many biomolecules are available in nature. So that biomolecules are first one, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. These are the best examples for biomolecules. So most probably carbohydrates are abiotic components, and except carbohydrates, so all are biotic components. So these are the best examples for biomolecules. So carbohydrates, so many carbohydrates are there. And next I am going to discuss what is the meaning of carbohydrates, how many types of carbohydrates are there, what is the importance of carbohydrates, what are the structures and the linkage of different components involving in this group. Okay, that is a next I discuss this topic. And next, second example means biomolecules. First example is carbohydrates, and second example is hormones. So in generally, so many hormones are there in our body, means human being body. So that hormones are balancing so many molecules in our body. So hormones are plays very important role for the existing of human life. So the misbalancing hormones in our body to create so many health disorders. That is the importance of hormones. So the hormones are one of the important biomolecules in nature. And next one, vitamins. Vitamins. Generally, so many vitamins are there. So that vitamins are available in different types of food materials and different types of fruits and so on, so vegetables. So but these vitamins are plays very important role for human being body. So some of the vitamins are deficient in our body to create so many health disorders. That is the importance of vitamins. And next one, these vitamins are one of the category of biomolecules. Okay, so these are the living organisms, but this is one of the best example for biomolecules. Next one, amino acids. Amino acids. Students, generally so many amino acids are there. Near about 200 amino acids are there in different types of living organisms, but especially in human being body contains only 20 type of amino acids. The 20 type of amino acids, 10 amino acids are essential amino acids and another 10 amino acids are non-essential amino acids. Okay, so the collection of different amino acids to produce proteins. These proteins are classified into 4 categories that are on the basis of structure: primary proteins, secondary proteins, tertiary proteins, and quaternary proteins. Okay, this is the explanation of amino acids related to proteins. The collection of different amino acids, it is denoted as proteins. Proteins. Okay, students, next one is amino acids, and then first one carbohydrates, second one hormones, and third one vitamins, and fourth one amino acids, and very very important biomolecule in human being body, nucleic acids. Nucleic acids. So generally human being body contains 2 types of nucleic acids. One of the nucleic acid is DNA, and second type of nucleic acid is RNA. DNA and RNA. Okay, these are the different types of biomolecules in our body, human being body. Okay, so these are the sub-contents in the chapter. Okay, so first one, so many biomolecules are there in nature. So generally some of the biomolecules are abiotic components, means non-living organisms. Most probably major biomolecules are biotic components. Biotic components means living organisms. So like biotic components and abiotic components, both are involved in this category. So like biomolecules, some of the examples for biomolecules are: first one, carbohydrates. So this is a abiotic component. This is belongs to biomolecules category. And second one, hormones. Hormones are the one of the type of biotic component, means living organisms. Vitamins, this is also living organism. And amino acids, this is also living organism. Nucleic acid, this is also living organism. Okay, so these are the subparts of biomolecules. First I am going to discuss about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Students, what is the meaning of carbohydrates? What is the meaning of carbohydrates? Simply, carbohydrates means carbon bind with water molecule. That type of molecules are known as carbohydrates. Okay, for example, glucose. Formula is C6H12O6. This is the formula for glucose. Okay, this formula is clearly observed. C6, this formula is written as another form like C6H2O6. C6H2O6. Okay, this formula is clearly observed in this form. Carbon bind with water molecules. Carbon bind with hydrates. Okay, carbon attached with hydrated molecule. Carbon attached with hydrated molecule. Carbon plus hydrates are equal to carbohydrates. Another example is taken like sucrose, C12H22O11. Okay, so this formula is observed. C12 H2O 11. Means carbon binded with water molecules. The type of molecules are known as, only these molecules are observed, carbon and water. So the type of molecules are known as carbohydrates. That are known as carbohydrates. This is one of the important carbohydrates like glucose, fructose, sucrose. These are the most important carbohydrates. Okay, this is the meaning for carbohydrates. Next one, these carbohydrates are subdivided into three categories on the basis of hydrolysis process. Carbohydrates are subdivided into three categories on the basis of hydrolysis process. Means classification of carbohydrates. Classification of carbohydrates. Classification of carbohydrates. First one, carbohydrates are majorly subdivided into three categories on the basis of hydrolysis. First one, monosaccharides. Monosaccharides. Second one, oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides. Second one, oligosaccharides. Third one, polysaccharides. Polysaccharides. First one, monosaccharides. Second one, oligosaccharides. Third one, polysaccharides. First, I am going to discuss monosaccharides. First, I am going to discuss monosaccharides. What is the meaning of monosaccharides? Monosaccharides means these molecules react with water, do not decompose. These molecules react with water, do not decompose. Such type of molecules are known as monosaccharides. Such type of molecules are known as monosaccharides. Example, glucose C6H12O6 or fructose. Okay. In generally, in monosaccharides, the number of carbon atoms are C3 to C7 carbons are there. So many monosaccharides are there, especially not glucose. So many monosaccharides are there. So, glucose molecule contains total number of carbon atoms are equal to 7. So, for example, the given monosaccharides containing 3 carbon atoms. So, for example, that is aldehyde. That is known as tetrose. Triose. This is C4 is indicated as tetrose. C3 is indicated as triose. And C5 means total number of carbon atoms are 5, that are indicated as pentose. C6 hexose. C7 heptose. C8 octose and C9 nonose. Okay, so many type of especially most probably, so the total number of carbon atoms are maximum up to 7. So this is a rare, octose is a rare. So this is a rare molecule. So only some linkages are there in three-dimensional network. So this is a rarely possible, rarely occurring in this molecule like monosaccharide category. And next one, oligosaccharides. 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 What is the meaning of oligosaccharides? What is the meaning of oligosaccharides? Oligosaccharides means these molecules react with water. These molecules react with water. It's dissociated into 2 to 10 units. 2 to 10 units. For example, sucrose C12H22O11. It's react with water in the presence of acid. It is converted to glucose and fructose. Glucose and fructose. So the sucrose molecule react with water. The sucrose molecule react with water. It's dissociated into 2 molecules. This is known as oligosaccharides. And maltose, lactose. For example, the lactose react with water. It is dissociated into glucose and galactose. Glucose and galactose. Okay. These are known as oligosaccharides. Examples, sucrose and other examples are observed. Lactose, maltose and raffinose. These are the another examples for oligosaccharides. And next I am going to discuss polysaccharides. Polysaccharides. Students, what is the meaning of polysaccharides? These molecules react with water. These molecules react with water. It's dissociated into more number of molecules. It's dissociated into more number of molecules that are known as polysaccharides. Example, starch, cellulose. These are the best example for polysaccharides. These are the best examples for polysaccharides. These carbohydrates are subdivided into 2 categories. First one, sugars, and second one, non-sugars. First of all, what is the meaning of sugars? Generally, monosaccharides and disaccharides. Mono and disaccharides. These molecules are react with water. So these are soluble in water, and these molecules are exhibit some sweet character. That molecules are known as sugars. So these are exist crystalline form in nature. Exist crystalline form in nature. Okay. So except monosaccharide. So then automatically the next one, non-sugars. Non-sugars means, so these are also one of the carbohydrate molecules. These molecules are exist amorphous solid form in nature. Amorphous form of solids. These are amorphous form of solids. These are amorphous form of solids. So these are soluble in water, but so these are exist some sweetless character. Sweetless character. Sweetless character. So the non-sugar means the polysaccharides. Best examples are polysaccharides. Polysaccharides. These are absorbed. Polysaccharides. These molecules are absorbed. These are exist amorphous form in nature, and also these are soluble in water, but these molecules are exhibit some sweetness character, some sweetless character. So that type of molecules are known as non-sugar. Okay. And next classification, carbohydrates are subdivided into two categories on the basis of chemical properties. First one, reducing sugars. First one, reducing sugars. And the second one, non-reducing sugars. Non-reducing sugars. First of all, what is the meaning of reducing sugars? What is the meaning of reducing sugars? Reducing sugar means these molecules are react with Tollens reagent, to produce silver mirror, and these molecules are react with failing reagent to produce red color precipitate. So these type of molecules are known as reducing sugars. These molecules are known as reducing sugars. Examples: monosaccharides and disaccharides. So all monosaccharides and disaccharides are reducing sugars except sucrose. Sucrose is non-reducing sugar. All monosaccharides and disaccharides are completely reducing sugars except sucrose. Sucrose is a non-reducing sugar. Okay, so these molecules are exhibits like monosaccharides and disaccharides, like reducing sugars, are exhibits Myotta rotation. These are exhibits Myotta rotation. And next I am going to discuss non-reducing sugars. What is the meaning of non-reducing sugars? Non-reducing sugars means these molecules do not reduce with Tollens reagent, and failing reagent. That type of molecules are known as non-reducing sugars. These molecules do not exhibit Myotta rotation. These do not exhibit Myotta rotation. Okay, so this is a explanation for classification of carbohydrates. So today three classifications are explained. First classification is on the basis of hydrolysis. So these are subdivided into three categories: monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. Next one, on the basis of taste. So some of the molecules are exhibits very sweet, and some of the molecules are sweetless. That are based on, these are subdivided into two categories: sugars and non-sugars. And third category, third classification is on the basis of chemical properties. Some of the molecules are easily reduces, Tollens reagent and failing reagent. The type of molecules are known as reducing sugars. So all monosaccharides and disaccharides except sucrose, these are exhibits reducing property. So these are known as reducing sugars. So these molecules are exhibits mutarotation. Non-reducing sugars means so some of the molecules are do not reduces Tollens reagent and failing reagent. So the type of molecules are known as non-reducing agents. Okay, non-reducing reagents are do not exhibits mutarotation. Okay, this is the explanation for introduction of biomolecules. Next class